Hey, what is up, everybody? Animac here for AnimeUproar. Welcome to Rant Cafe, which is our weekly live stream here on the channel every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we discuss various anime topics, we debate, we go crazy. But this is a very special one because thank you, Knox. I had the idea to ask you guys to come up with your own ideas for a My Hero Academia character. And then what we did was look at all the submissions, which we got, like, if you look at all the different platforms, at least 1,000 submissions we got, which is nuts.
Damn!
Nuts. I did not expect that at all, even close. So what we did was pick...
I was extremely helpful, by the way, just letting you know. It totally wasn't only Animac that did everything.
No, yeah, I totally wasn't. Knox made the thumbnail. But listen, the point is we selected 16 of our favorites, and then we're going to do like a tournament arc here during this live stream and decide the winner live. As we go, we will tell you who the 16 are, because there's no pictures for them, most of them, so we couldn't do like a bracket, but you can listen along. And yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed by the response and all the creative ideas. It was awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so blown away that we're definitely going to do contests like this in the future, both for MHA and other animes, because you guys loved it. You want to be a part of it, so we want to definitely make more in the future.
Like, for example, what do you guys think about design an Attack on Titan character and how he gets eaten?
Best how to get eaten scenario.
There we go.
Yeah, so yeah, this is going to be a really interesting stream. Thank you again to everyone who participated. So yeah, over like 1,000 submissions, crazy stuff. We picked our favorites based on which characters we think would be the most interesting in the actual anime. Let's say they introduced them, which characters we would like the most. But obviously, that's our opinion. That's how these contests go. But a lot of creative ideas, a lot of ideas that we couldn't include and wanted to. So that's why we are going to have future contests. Thanks to every single person who submitted. Really appreciate that. And yeah, if you're in the top 16, you're already in like the top 2%. So you're already a huge winner. And yeah, congrats, guys. Congrats.
Animac, I can't believe you read through 1,000. That's unreal. I feel bad. Nux even contributed more than me. He made the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Thankfully, guys, we had a word limit, which some people did not at all pay attention to, but the people that did pay attention to the word limit, we read them. And yeah. One thing I
did read a few of them, and some of them were not exactly the word limit. There was one that was some guy, I don't even remember his quirk, but the description was, he is badass. I figured, oh, don't go overboard here.
No, the name our role one was the best one ever. I'll make that one win. I don't know if you guys read that one.
Yeah. That's a good thing that you mentioned that, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about serious submissions. However, before we decide the finals, I will give you my 3 top meme submissions, and then we will decide which meme submission is going to be the best meme submission, and the reward for that will be glory and nothing else. But the winner of the tournament will have their hero brought to life by professional artist Kuzomari. By the way, his info is in the description, as well as Nux and Briggs' stuff, so check them out for sure.
Yeah.
And cool. Yeah, so anything you guys want to say before we get started?
Yeah, the best meme submission was Nux Cactus, and the second best was a Lord Twigo.
We will see. There were some really good ones.
The Neymar roll one was hilarious, man. It could dodge any attack.
No, yeah, Neymar pisses me off, so that was and another thing I want to say, there were a lot of like quirks that I noticed that were like kind of similar. Like, for example, shadow manipulation was very popular. Manipulating all the elements, like the avatar, was extremely popular. Animal abilities. So we had to basically choose whichever character overall we felt would be the best. So if that's just the way it is. If there's similar quirks, we got to look at other stuff. But yeah, there were a lot of similarities between certain entries. So
kind of disappointed there were no quirks that turn you into Mineta, but aside from that, we're all good.
Hey, you're assuming that. You don't know.
Well, out of the few that I've read.
Another thing is, we had some entries that were like so OP. Basically, these guys would like one-shot Thanos. So that was interesting. But yeah, like we tried not to go too OP. Tried not to go with characters that had the exact same quirks as existing characters in the actual series. But otherwise, we were very open-minded. So yeah, I'm excited. Are you guys ready for the first round?
Yes.
Y'all ready for this?
All
Well,
right.
one of us sounds hyped.
Let's get into the first round. So the first two heroes that will be going head-to-head, and I try to combine these pairings in terms of some similarities of the heroes.
Rig style.
Yes. We have the Dark Hero Nightshade, submitted by @KK2Jingle, versus Phantom, submitted by Mario Craft 6000. Let me now get to the descriptions of all of these. And okay, so for the Dark Hero Nightshade, his quirk is Shadow Form. Actually, her quirk, because it says she can morph into and coat her body in shadows.
I like it better already.
Yes. She's avoided because of her dark, eerie power, which fits more of a villain type character. But despite this, she wants to be a hero, and she looks up to people like Aizawa, who fight without needing a super strong battle quirk. So interesting, like it reminds me of Shinso in the way that he has a quirk that people think is more suited for a villain, but he still wants to be a hero. So very cool. And the other one, let me just find it here, Phantom. Hero named Phantom, quirk Shadow Arms. When he was 4 years old, All for One killed this character's parents and gave him a quirk which combined with his own quirk and fused into a quirk that allowed him to shoot shadow-like arms from anywhere on his body.
Like Betelgeuse.
I like this quirk because it reminds me of Elfen Lied.
Or Betelgeuse.
Okay, yes, but Betelgeuse,
which is actual shadow arms.
He ripped off Elfen Lied, though.
We'll make believe.
All right, so guys, which one do you prefer?
I'm going with Shadow Bimbo. I don't remember her name.
Please, no sexist, okay?
Can you
what? I don't remember.
So Nightshade is a lovely young lady.
Shadow female, who's a very independent woman, a strong independent woman, by the way. What's her quirk exactly? Like you said, like her shadows could cover her body.
She can morph into and coat her body in shadows.
So
I think that's pretty dope.
How would that benefit you in a battle?
Well, it's not necessarily for combat. It could be for gathering intelligence. It could be, I don't know. I can imagine a whole bunch of uses aside from brute force.
I guess like at night, it'd be super like hard to see her if she like becomes a shadow, right?
Yeah, and by the way, with some of these, if we have only limited information that people provided, so we can, I guess, extrapolate certain things. But so if we can talk about it, debate it, what do we think the power actually does? But yeah, I think that would be a very cool thing if you can like become a shadow essentially and move like a shadow.
Ooh, so like it could even be like you can move like kind of like fast like a shadow as well, and then kind of end up behind someone and then morph back into your human self to attack. That'd be cool.
So.
Kind of like Rogue from Fairy Tail. Not that any of you have watched Fairy Tail, but you can like dive into his shadow and just become a shadow that glides along the floor. I don't know. I think that's really cool. Even if
that was my thinking. Yeah, I think that's what this is getting at, which is what I really like about it.
And the other one's got like
Dark Hero Nightshade.
Yeah. So and Phantom has basically shadow arms that you can shoot out of his body, and I assume they could just rip people apart and shit.
Betelgeuse style.
Yes.
Yes, Elfen Lied. Anybody else?
I'm trying to think who I want to vote for.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the female.
Dark Hero Nightshade. And I think I am also leaning for Dark Hero Nightshade just because I think the power of becoming a shadow, it's yourself, is really cool, but huge respect to Phantom as well. So Dark Hero Nightshade moves on to the second round. The next matchup, we have Satoyo Miyunon, submitted by Mim Senpai, in French, by the way, so I'm going to have to be translating this, versus the Floral Hero Airi, submitted by Kayla McLaughlin. What?
Nothing is wrong with Shadow Bimbo, Max. Don't worry.
Thank you.
So, which one was first? We have Satoyo. Okay, so Satoyo, her quirk is the ability to change the state of any non-living object into either solid, liquid, or gas. So the 3 different states.
That's dope.
Yeah. She does not have a hero costume yet because, get this, Midnight Sensei has refused all my stupid proposals. And Aizawa Sensei has deprived me of my costume as long as I do not pay more attention in class. I really like how this is like a
In-depth
story. In her family, she was the only one that didn't have a quirk that gives her exceptional intellectual abilities, and for this reason, she felt worthless and inferior, especially compared to her little sister, who is a genius of her generation. But then one day, her family was caught in a fire, and she was able to save her sister thanks to her quirk because she could change the fire into another element. And because of this, she realized that as a hero, she could be useful. So although she doesn't want to necessarily be the next #1 hero like All Might, she wants to help people, rescue them, reassure them, and wants to know that people can count on her, and also wants to start her own clothing brand. Very fleshed out.
We're getting personality on this one.
Yeah.
I like that already.
She'd be the best firefighter ever.
I hope I didn't mistranslate this.
No, but I'm wondering, like, if she could turn things from different states of matter to other states of matter. If she turns fire, what's she turning fire into? Solid? That would be terrible. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing. I guess it's up to us to think about, what that would look like.
Yeah, but like,
she runs in with a squirt gun and shoots people with ice, like turns into ice before it hits them. Ice shards.
So that's cool. That's really cool. Or turning water into ice to skate on it. But if some big mass, like a solid, gets thrown at her or whatever, she could turn it into a liquid or a gas.
Yeah, like smoke, just like psst. Yeah.
That's like really cool. But like, what do you turn fire into?
Water.
Okay, and then everyone drowns.
How much fire? I don't know. That's the fun, bro.
Okay, but wait, could she turn any element into any, like literally anything, or could she just change the state of it?
From what I understood, it was
the state of it.
The state of it, okay.
From one of the 3 states, yeah.
So I question the credibility in her backstory, but I like the hero.
Okay. I think what's cool about this quirk is a lot of people talked about manipulating all the elements like the Avatar, but I feel like that is really OP. Whereas this one, it's like specific. You have to touch an object to actually change its state, but you can, do anything you want with it. So it's an obviously awesome quirk, but still limited.
She has to touch the fire, so like every time she wants to change it, she has to burn herself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, I think in the story it says that she got some burns from saving her sister too.
Mm.
And the second one is the floral hero Airi, real name Hana Yukimura. Her quirk's name is Nature's Call, and basically, she, from what I've read, she can control nature, like plants and stuff, but she can't create them. So she can control existing nature, but she can't create new. So, for example, she carries like some roots and stuff on her wrists, tied around her wrists, so she can then use them to control the plants in battle. Okay. So it's like really cool quirky.
So basically, Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Sure.
Briggs, help!
Yeah,
You're the other shonen guy.
Again, a cool quirk that is still limited. Like, so if you're in the city, you're like, you gotta like use like a plant from like someone's balcony. You can't use like anything.
But could you use grass as little needle missiles? Because that would be beast.
Yeah, but would they hurt?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
By the way, her father is a hero, which is one of the reasons she wants to become one. But her little sister was murdered by a villain, and that's her main driving force in life.
So she's one of those justice seekers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I actually like both. They're both cool. I vote for Satoyu Minyon because I think this changing state into matter thing, it's not something I've really seen before. So originality points, aside from a sick backstory, a personality, and I like it. I vote for that one.
Thank you, Nux. Briggs?
Man, these are both pretty good. And it took me a second to realize what you were talking about, Nux, with Kurama, like his Vine Whip shitty thing.
Yeah.
I think this quirk has a lot more potential than Kurama. Kurama had some like next level OP abilities later on, but
well, even right from the start, he had those things that suck out your energy and whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the State Girl as well. It's more potential for like good writing.
There we go. Victory to the State Girl.
The State Girl. All right, that would actually be my vote as well, but a close call. Really like both of these. Again, creative quirks that are limited, but really would be interesting in the show. So we have Satoyo Minyunon making it to the second round, tipping the hat to the floral hero Airi. Next round, we have Kokan Takada, aka Magic Maiden, submitted by at CFG6456386. A lot of numbers.
Yo, Animac, did you only pick girls?
No.
Oh, okay.
Versus the Lotto at GL Hansen 98. So Kokan Takada has the ability called substitution, ability to trade places or position with anyone within a certain range or radius.
Sasuke's Rinnegan power.
Can swap 2 to 5 people with each other, including herself. Can only be used 2 times in a day.
Limitation.
Yeah,
okay.
I like that idea. It's not like just random teleports. Like you have to switch places, which again I feel like would be cool in an actual anime.
Also, there's a limitation to it as far as twice a day. It can't just be like back and forth and make them basically invincible. And also within a certain radius. It's not like, oh, I would like to go to London today. Puff!
Exactly. Yeah.
Could it be with a person, an object? Could it be with anything?
I assume people.
Okay. Oh, but no, I was thinking like, I think it'd have a lot more potential if it wasn't just with people, you know?
Well, then it's just like the substitution jutsu from Naruto. And it's just...
Exactly. I don't know if it's just with a person. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Well, that's Sasuke's big end game move, right? Swapping people around. His Rinnegan.
Like it'd still be like powerful, I guess. Like someone you're like an enemy. Madara is about to attack your best someone, and you just like swap it out for like Madara as like partner or something.
Or you could swap yourself with Madara. Or it with Madara's partner.
It technically says anyone. It doesn't say anything. So I'm guessing we're gonna use just people.
All right.
Or Madara has you in a headlock, or like Seven Deadly Sins reference, and then boom, you have him in a headlock. Swap places with each other.
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah, like
that's cool stuff.
His trickster thing. Yeah, like that's what I thought of. I was like, that's cool.
Like you let yourself get wrecked to swap with the person.
Okay,
go ahead. Sorry.
We understand that it's a cool hero. Okay, but we have to also talk about its rival, Lotto, whose quirk is Randomizer. Lotto has been mischievous ever since his quirk developed. By touching someone's forehead, he can scramble the genetic code that determines their quirk and temporarily give them a random quirk or change their quirk around. So you can use this to mess with teachers, for example. They like fumble around. They're like, what's happening? They have a different quirk all of a sudden, or their quirk has been modified in a way they can't control it. And his dad doesn't like him using his quirk this way. So he walked out on him, and this leaves him to look after his mother, who is sick, and 5-year-old sister. But he doesn't let that get him down, and he's constantly smiling and joking around.
That's an interesting one also. You said he has to touch their forehead?
Yes. So it works on touch. But I loved the possibilities, like having that in an anime where like he can mess with anyone by like screwing up their quirk for temporarily.
Yeah, but he has to touch their forehead.
Is it only randomized?
Yeah, I
think
you
control it.
I don't think you can.
Hence Lotto. It's a lottery. I mean,
yeah. Okay. The quirk is called Randomizer, and Lotto is the hero name.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing it would be random, but that would be kind of the fun. You touch someone, and then you see like, do they start all of a sudden?
And they become a cactus.
Yes.
He would definitely be a gag character. He would definitely be a gag character.
Oh my god, such a gag character.
I wouldn't see much potential in battle with it. Like, it still would like we get to touch the guy's forehead.
Look,
right?
if you have a knife, this quirk is useless in battle. You just stab the guy in the head instead, and that's way more effective.
Way better.
Imagine using this on Bakugan, and all of a sudden, instead of like having explosion, he's just like
he's a cactus.
He's just farting everywhere.
There we go.
And then you tap someone and they become a monster, like way stronger than they originally were.
I was about to say that. You tap someone, he becomes like All Might.
Yeah, you tap like.
Oh, could he do it to himself though?
I guess not.
It says, that would be sick. Just hold his hand out, keep tapping himself, waiting for something to come out, some explosion to happen.
That'd be really cool if like, he just keeps on randomizing. How long does it last? Did it say how long it lasts?
It says a small amount of time.
Temporarily.
Okay.
But I'm guessing it would still be good enough for like a battle.
Yeah, let's say like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? He could, before he goes into a fight, keep on randomizing until he gets something OP. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't know if he could do it to himself. It doesn't seem that way.
But you said he just had to touch someone's forehead, right?
Well, I guess
Yeah.
it could be himself.
It says touch someone's forehead. It doesn't specify himself.
I mean, but most of these people, they don't really work on themselves.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Like
I mean, like
Mineta's balls.
Mineta. There we go.
But Mineta could like he repels off of his balls. It's not.
Oh,
like
they're
it-
just
like, not,
they're just bouncy instead of sticky. I
Mm.
mean, they don't.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is a tough one.
What is a good one? I vote Magic Maiden because this switchy aroundy thing has a lot of possibility to give a really exciting fight. You know, to make a really interesting fight happen. I
Yeah.
can see this used in so many situations that you just don't see coming.
True, and I think Seven Deadly Sins gives us a good example of
Yeah,
how
it's-
it's used.
Solid example.
I'm gonna vote for the lottery guy because
Oh.
I love gag characters. Gag characters make shows so much better for me. And like,
You know what? Like I said, I do like the Magic Maiden, but I also think I'm going to vote for Lotto. I just love, like I said, my main criteria is would I want to see this character in the anime? And I would love to see a character that can mess with all your favorite characters. Like, for example, he messes with Mineta and then Mineta's balls become cactus balls.
Yeah,
yeah.
Think about it.
I think Briggs
Like, I
doesn't
think
get the cactus joke.
I think the maiden one has more potential at like in a fight for sure. But I like for some reason I think that would be hilarious, that character.
Yeah, me too. So I got to go with Lotto. And Lotto is making it to the next round, 2-1. But again, respect to the Magic Maiden and her switcheroo abilities, which would be very cool as well.
Indeed.
Are you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
We have Dixie Normus.
Sick name. The
Yes.
anime dude.
Of course, it was the anime dude.
Oh, he made one. I mean, one like got into the list.
But it was so funny and cool that I had to include it, even though I was like, damn you, anime dude. Damn you. Let me just find it.
He had a couple. One of his was so funny.
Yeah, so Dixie Normus, quirk name, hero name Insomniac, quirk, physical strength and ability increases depending on how sleep deprived he is. He loves to sleep more than anything, but he hates his quirk. It has the potential to be powerful, but when his body is at its physical peak, his mind is far from it. So he was convinced by those around him to become a hero when they told him about the monetary potential involved with the profession. He only sleeps 3 to 4 hours on most nights, and he looks forward to retirement more than anything. I love this. He's just like this guy. He's like, damn it, I just want to sleep, but I also want money.
All right. Well played, Dixie Normus. What's the next one?
Oh, this one is amazing as well. Jack Hennessy, submitted by @JasonZaw03331713. Let me find Jack. Yes, the name of his quirk is Drunkard Spirit. His quirk is activated once someone is within 4 meters near him. And once that happens, it allows him to intoxicate any person equal to his own level of intoxication.
Oh, damn.
That's amazing.
I know. The only downside is that he also has to be drunk in order to activate his quirk. Because of this, he has mastered the Drunken Fist in order
There
to
we go.
effectively fight.
Saw
when
that
he
one
uses his
coming.
quirk.
Yeah, I was about to say if he like
Sorry,
smashes the
anime
drunken
dude.
fist.
Yeah, so
This is
by the way,
an easy
we
one
have
for
more
me.
backstory. He was quirkless. He thought he was quirkless. He worked in his father's bar. While working there, he discovered his quirk at the age of 15 when he accidentally activated his quirk when secretly having a shot of vodka. And noticing that his father showed early symptoms of a drunk despite not having a single drop of alcohol.
There we go.
Since then, like most kids his age, he decided to become a hero in the hopes of using his future fame and status to promote his father's bar and make it more widely known. However, because of how his quirk is activated, he had to go somewhere where drinking laws were less strict, such as, I don't know, name a place.
There we go.
I mean, drinking laws in Japan aren't very strict.
That is hilarious, though. It's like you have to be drunk, but you can obviously build up your tolerance.
Dude, you
And
should just
then
be like
make
400
someone
pounds.
As drunk as you, and they're like, what?
You should just like
No, it's
get,
as drunk as he is, not as much alcohol as he's drank.
well, as drunk as he is, true. I was gonna say if they consume the same amount, like percentage wise, like he's like 400 pounds, consumes like triple like the normal amount, and then he walks into a place to fight, and the guy just dies on the spot.
Liver failure. Bam.
Yeah, man. Definitely like Both great entries.
I have another question about this one. If he gets high, does everyone around him get high also?
We're just talking about drunk, okay?
Oh.
And also, for the purposes of this stream, this character is at this time the legal drinking age, whatever that is in your country.
I vote drunk guy, Jack Hennessy. Sorry, Dixie Normus.
I want to hear Dixie Normus's description again.
It's hilarious. The less sleep he has, the more tired he is, the stronger he becomes. But
like physically, okay.
He loves sleeping, so he hates his quirk. He's a hero for money, but he hates it. He just wants to retire.
I feel like it's like a similar situation to the last one. I think the anime dudes is funnier, while Jack Hennessy, or whatever the person's name was, has a lot of potential for the series.
The thing is, technically, Dixie Normus is basically the same as Sato. That's his guy. The guy who eats sweets. You know the guy who eats sweets and gets stronger in Hero Academia? One of the 1A students. It's the same basic principle. The more sweets he eats, the more mindless he gets and the stronger he gets. Just like this guy, the less he sleeps, the more mindless he gets and the stronger he gets.
I love seeing Drunken Fist animated. Remember Rock Lee?
Rock Lee versus Kimimaro was sick. And it was also in Fairy Tail, the Graham Magic games, but no one watched that.
Some people are saying the ideas is from the manga, but I've read the manga. I don't remember who they're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm going to do Drunken Fist, dude.
Oh, Drunken Fist dude wins.
They're saying from the overhaul arc, but I don't remember.
No, I think the chat's a bit behind. I think it's lagging.
Oh, well, as long as it's not the drunk guy, because I think drunk guy's going all the way, boys.
Oh, yeah, go drunk guy. My vote's on drunk guy. Animac? Want to read the next ones, or you want to give a pitiful vote to the anime dude?
Well, I mean, I love both, but like people are being like saying someone is in the arc. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was for another round. I don't know. So I'm just gonna let's go with Jack Hennessy too. Respect to anime dude though. This was a great matchup. I thought both of them went well together.
Yeah, this was great.
The anime dude just commented, "I vote Drunken Fist, dude."
Yeah, then I guess I cannot.
Yeah, don't feel bad then.
Okay, but let me next check one thing.
Ooh, Umako, another Irie. Yay, I guess Animac likes picking Iries because he's a fan of Onichichi.
Yeah, we have Umeko Irie, aka Serpent Hero Medusa, submitted by Riona at Dawning Serenity, versus Almond, submitted by at Kyle Siuk. Let me read out these descriptions for you, ladies and gents.
Amon, not based off Magi.
I heard Hamon.
Amon, A-M-O-N.
From JoJo's. I think that's what it was called. Or Ripple.
Yeah, that was Hamon. Because that means lightning or something. Or thunder. Something like that.
Umeko is the Serpent Hero Medusa, and her quirk has the abilities of a snake.
Ooh.
Along with her being able to turn anyone she looks at into stone. And also turn snakes in her hair into stone to use them for as a weapon. So I'm assuming that because the snakes in her hair can be turned into stone, that they can be turned back, and that also her victims that she turns into stone can also be turned back. Because obviously, if they can never be turned back, then that's a mess. But we got to go to the backstory. She was born in Portugal, not in Japan, and she moved there when she was 5 years old. During preschool, her quirk manifested, and she accidentally turned some school children into stone. This made people uneasy around her, and she vowed to never use her eyes to turn others into stone, so she now wears special glasses to prevent this from happening. The event made her nervous and antisocial.
Sounds like she can't undo it, by the way.
But she still wanted to help save others so she can prove that her quirk doesn't have to hurt others. So she entered UA with just her snake, stoning her snakes in her hair part of her quirk and not others, and is studying to be a hero. She is still afraid of using her quirk on others. But again, if she has snakes in her hair and she can turn them into stone in order to use them as weapons, that has to be temporarily.
No, because she could grow more snake hairs.
I don't know. I think that,
she killed a bunch of kids.
But even if she turned kids into stone and then later they turned back, that still would have traumatized her. She doesn't have to kill the kids for that to happen. So I think
either way, it's a pretty damn OP quirk.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's cool also because it's based on the historical Medusa, and also
I knew that's why you liked it.
it develops her character because it's like she doesn't want to hurt people, but she can't control it. So it's like, I think it's cool.
But All for One comes and he just looks at him and he's stone.
Yeah, like that would be cool. That would be cool.
It should have been like Boa Hancock. I should have entered a character like her. She's so hot that people turn to stone.
If you get an erection, you turn into stone. That's a One Piece character. Don't laugh.
All right. All right. Almond, his quirk is to send people into an extreme state of fear and terror by placing his hand on their head. He is an anti-hero, and he punishes people that have done wrong in the past by traumatizing them as a form of vengeance for their misdeeds.
I love this guy. I vote Almond, best interrogator of all time. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely torturing people. And yeah, because he's like an anti-hero type vigilante dude, he wouldn't mind using that, whereas like a cop couldn't.
Also, just gonna say this, I way prefer an anti-hero to a regular hero.
I mean, they can both be cool. That's why I think it's a cool matchup. One of them can incite fear in others. Another one can turn people to stone but doesn't want to, and that shapes their character. I'm gonna go with Umeko, the serpent hero Medusa.
What?
But I like Almond as well.
Well, your opinion doesn't matter because I'm going with Amon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Almond wins. Sorry, Almond.
Are you really?
Not really. Not really.
So who are you really wanting?
No, Amon for sure. I don't feel bad.
Yeah, why would you feel bad?
But the Medusa girl was awesome.
I like Medusa too. Like, I like anything that draws off of mythology.
Doesn't want to hurt people, but she can't help it. You bastard.
But at the end of the day, it's OP.
Too OP.
I mean, it depends. Like,
it's like imagine Aizawa, but whatever he looks at becomes stone.
More or less, right?
I mean,
and Almond,
that's pretty.
I don't know. It's like anti-heroes.
Yeah, anti-heroes.
And like, what type of like trauma or terror? Like, could we like think of something? Like,
imagine he puts his hand on their heads and they just start shrieking, yelling, and blathering to the floor.
I'm just wondering if they like he gets like your own past like traumas and plays them to you, or like he manifests like new ones. I don't know.
I don't want to find out.
All right, he made it through.
All right. By the way, yeah. So people have pointed out that one minor character in one of the manga arcs has a similar quirk where he's a drunk and he affects the balance of his opponents because when he's drunk, their balance is also affected. So I think that's what people were talking about in the manga. So I mean, I'm gonna assume that this person didn't just copy it, that it's just happened to be that like that, because I've also seen a lot of other people who haven't read the manga submit quirks that are similar to manga, like Mirio's quirk passing through objects, but they didn't know it. So I'm gonna assume that this isn't like a direct copy.
Spoilers.
Minor character, no one cares.
Mirio.
Oh no, but yeah, Mirio has a quirk,
spoilers,
guys, that he passes through objects. You reveal it. You learn as soon as he's introduced. Knox, fuck off.
Oh my god, now the introduction will be so lame.
Anyways.
Never watch My Hero Academia again. All your fault.
I can't watch it anymore.
Next matchup, we have Anias Zolzak, aka the Paper Hero Page, submitted by ShadowTag483, versus Synchro, submitted by Gravity Falls.
I don't know. I see Synchro. I think of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Anias spent her time reading, so it's a girl. The quirk name is Book Burner. She spent her time reading due to her being, I guess, unpopular. Her father attempted to get his family out of Her father attempted to get his family out of the slums by taking a large loan from loan sharks. Although when he couldn't repay them, they ended up burning his entire home to the ground. As Anias watched her books burn in the flames, she noticed monsters and animals that she recognized from the books emerge from the fire. They only lasted for 5 minutes before they disappeared into nothingness. But this is when Anias realized her true quirk, and she now aspires to be a top hero so she can save lives and prevent anyone from being subject to the criminal underworld. Basically, her quirk is if she can bring fictional characters to life, but only if she burns the book or the material where they're contained, and for a limited time. So there were quite a few people who were like, summon any fictional character, summon anyone at will, which were really OP. But I thought this was cool because you have to burn something. It's only temporary, but still cool, right?
And I assume it wouldn't be infinitely powerful. I don't know. You burn a book, you burn the Bible.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey, everybody!
Well, it depends, right? Like, there's comic books, right, in My Hero Academia. I think that's awesome. So, like, imagine you're in My Hero Academia, and then they're burning like a One Piece thing, and Zoro pops out with his 3 swords.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Jump does those crossovers like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. But at the same time, you have like your opponent standing there trying to be all cool, and you pull Goku out of your ass, and you know.
We have the second character is Synchro.
Full Saitama.
Their quirk is quirk is Techno Jump. She can jump into any device that includes electricity, like computers, phones, televisions, and interact with it.
What does that mean? Interact with it?
Basically, she can manipulate, I'm guessing, like a computer, jump into a computer, this type of stuff. She is a fun-loving girl who loves video games and anime.
Hey, waifu.
What? They're all girl characters. I didn't even notice. I just looked at like quirk and character description. I didn't even notice that there was a lot of girl characters in the actual bracket. But
sure,
you did. When her quirk
you just want the artist to draw a girl character.
Too bad Drunken Fist is winning it all.
Hell yeah!
It's got to be like a draw like a sumo wrestler, like or some like super fat guy.
Okay. Anyways,
and the artist trolls us and draws Nux character.
Her quirk has a downside. Is even though she can jump into electronic devices and manipulate them, which is really cool in the modern age, if the device is cut off from the source of electricity, like a blackout, or the device is broken or unplugged, she will be trapped inside until electricity comes back. So she can be trapped in a device.
Not good.
As a child, she used it for like silly purposes and virtual reality.
Ooh.
As a hero, she can use it to quickly travel with the help of her fast hero friends to transport the phone that she's in. And she can attack enemies by pulling them inside devices, giving her the advantage. And she has extra phones in her suit just in case.
Well, she could pull other people into.
Apparently.
Damn! You could just go in with a bunch of your friends and get emailed somewhere and then just pop out?
You pull them into a video game. You're already level 100 and they're level 1. You're like,
no, you can't. The devices have to be in your vicinity. So I assume she can't email herself.
Oh.
It can only be in, but like she could potentially be in a game console and like trap you in a game.
Yo,
she'd be the best hacker ever.
Yes. And Briggs, Animec, did you get to JoJo Port 4 yet?
Not yet. I'm at like 20 for part 3.
Get him, move on.
I already watched it all, boy.
You remember a Red Hot Chili Pepper, Briggs?
A Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Red Hot Chili Pepper, the electric guy that jumped into the phone lines. Killed the dude. That's basically this.
Yeah, I'm imagining it differently. Kind of like he had like electrical abilities too, right?
Yeah, except aside from the electrical abilities.
Right. So I'm imagining like how sick would it be if this? I'm assuming it's a girl because Animac only picks girls. But of course. But imagine like she walks into a battlefield and like she sets up, she opens up her laptop, drags someone in. That person gets dragged into a video game. They're level 1. She plays that game a lot because she's a nerd, waifu status, and she's like level 100 and just slices a guy. That'd be OP.
That's pretty sick.
That'd be pretty cool. Or like they pull each other to a Street Fighter game or something like that.
Yeah, again, I feel like this character would be really cool in the anime.
They're
really
both
cool. And what was the first one? Oh, bringing stories to life.
Yeah,
they're both potentially OP.
Well, they're both potentially OP.
Yeah, they would have to they would have to be limited in a way that doesn't make it ridiculous. But then again, One for All is also OP.
Like the example I gave where like she's level 100, the other person's level 1. This kind of bullshit. They would never do that.
I don't know about that. Right? That's overkill.
Like your video, anything that's too OP is just lame. It doesn't actually work.
There we go. I thought that was a pretty good call.
That was a great video actually. But yeah, imagine they pull them into a Street Fighter game and they have like, rather than, because she's probably physically weak, right? or can't
No,
beat people in
she
a
pulls someone
1v1.
into a Street Fighter game, and then Ryu kicks his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can create your own construct game and then just like trap people there. I think that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
But like
And you could keep her in a Pokeball.
the reason I paired this up, the reason I paired these two up is because I thought they were cool in their own different ways, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They are. Oh, this one's a tough one.
But
I
the
think
other
this is the
person gets
toughest
summon
one.
Saitama. But it's like, imagine it has
Right.
like paper Saitama. So it's like a weaker version. Still one punch.
Yeah, but then
everyone.
it's useless.
No, but like
You
it's,
couldn't one punch the guy.
no, I could.
So
Well,
then,
it's
like
Saitama. But
okay,
like imagine
fine,
like you
it's
pull
Saitama.
Goku slightly weaker, right? There's just like a weaker version of them. It can't be like 100% truth, or else it'd just be too much, right?
Also, I mean, I guess she could summon like a dragon and then fly on the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
yeah. I like both, but the electronics nerd inside me wants to go for Synchro.
Is that your
Look,
vote?
This is the
That's
end.
my
Final
vote.
answer.
Who would be a better waifu? And it's Synchro.
Oh yeah, Synchro all the way.
All right, Synchro. Thank you. There we go. That's criteria.
It is. Best girl, waifu status, and it'd be an interesting concept to see in battle.
But I mean, both of these are so interesting, so it is very difficult. But
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we'll
definitely
go with-
props to Paper Hero. That's a sick
we'll
one.
go with Synchro, but props to Paper Hero. That's a sick like OP power that's still limited to a way to make it interesting.
And then she awakens her quirk and can turn her surroundings into paper.
Okay, it's not a paramecia.
All right. So non-canonical pyramid. Logia. There's a non-canonical Logia that's paper, right? Yeah. Anyway, we have twins. So two characters, Hitomi and Rikia Nanokarta, aka Puppeteer and Puppet, submitted by Zip Tie, Pole Blue, and Pat, which is like a Pate, which was like a group effort, group submission. So we have Hitomi, who can guide her brother's body telepathically as if it was her own. So she uses him like a puppet, but it doesn't work on anyone else. Her brother, his body is extremely durable and can withstand an absurd amount of damage and dish out just as much, but he needs to be controlled by his sister. Her body's very weak, but he's kind of dumb, basically, and can't take care of himself. So together they're a good team, but without each other, they both have severe weaknesses. They depend on each other for everything.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's
That's interesting.
some good
Yeah,
writing.
for
right there.
example, the brother
the
might
br-
go on like a crazy rampage if his sister's not there to take care of him, but he would never hurt his sister.
So what you're saying is it's like Hansel and Gretel, except not like Hansel and Gretel at all. What the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah. So he's a gentle giant character, but like a dangerous gentle giant character, like a Hulk sort of.
So not gentle.
Hulk
Yeah.
is not a gentle giant. It's like a gentle giant, but not gentle. That was like my Hansel and Gretel thing.
Okay, gentle giant, like I guess he doesn't mean bad, but he's very dangerous because of his power. So
And
he
stupid.
needs the sister. to
hungry.
Without him, she is very frail. But without her, he just goes berserk. So it's like a team.
That's
So, like,
solid.
That's pretty
interesting.
powerful. Imagine the Hulk, but smart.
Yeah.
That's what that combo is.
So
Yeah,
that's
and-
the one
all
option.
right. I like it because it's also not OP. Because at the same time, you take out Gretel, Hansel's useless.
True. So yeah, they gotta work together.
And I apologize for renaming your characters, but you're welcome.
Anyways, the second one is submitted by
By
Alice.
Mirge.
The name is Alice by MIRJ_03. And the quirk's name is Illusory Link. And with a kiss on the cheek, for example, she can create a connection with her opponents and see their past memories. After that, she can create on herself an illusion that appears like an important person to them. So she makes herself look like someone important to them, in their mind. And that acts, and that's like linked to the memories. It lasts for 15 minutes. She can use it with 2 people, but she can't at a time, I guess. She needs physical contact, and if she uses it on too many people, she loses consciousness. And she can't, and then she can't turn off the power. So if she kisses someone, even if she doesn't want to turn on the power, the link is established. Backstory is she doesn't remember her father because I assume he abandoned her. So she began to hate her father, and for this reason, she doesn't reveal her last name. So she keeps her last name hidden. But a part of her still looks for him, and she also knows that he tried to become a hero. So she decided to become a hero too, to make her father like actually come and seek her out. And she hopes that becoming a hero will help her clarify her doubts about meeting her father. So daddy issues and quirk with kissing.
Quirk with kissing is good, but Hansel and Gretel, I think, are a better... I don't know, I find that it's a more original and more useful power. Whereas, like, Alice is good, but at the same time, it's only useful in one way. Like, once you see her shtick once, you're never going to see it again. I mean, she does her kiss thing, and she goes into their memories, but how many times is that interesting? So, by your criteria, someone you want to see in the show, I would rather see Hansel and Gretel.
I think I agree. So one thing I want to clarify though with the other girl, when she kisses someone, it's automatic, and then they picture someone they picture someone close dear to them. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So what I think happens is she automatically sees their memories, and then an illusion begins to project, and she has to concentrate really hard if she wants to control the illusion. So the reason I like that one to defend Alice as an anime character is I really like the idea of not being able to turn it off, because that creates for a lot of awkward, especially in high school situations. Like she likes a guy. She kisses him. He starts freaking out, like, "You're my mother," or something.
Now, before you go further,
Starts
Stephen
picturing another
Alvier
girl.
donated $5, and he's a friend of mine, so I'm gonna shout him out. He says, "Hey, just restarted the stream. Shout out for when I catch up." So shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
When you do
By
catch
the
up.
way, my chat is also extremely lagged. I don't even see that, so I apologize, guys. So my chat is like backwards.
Yeah.
It's
Upside down.
Sorry. But I do see that a lot of people are talking in the chat. Even Sol Maka is there. So yeah, thank you guys for that. Very cool debate so far. So okay, yeah. So your vote, Nux, is for the twins.
Hansel and Gretel, all the way.
Hitomi Enriquia Ninokata, aka Puppeteer and Puppet. I like that more than your Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, Briggs, what do
Puppeteer
you
and
like
Puppet.
better, Hansel and Gretel or Hitomi Enrique Anini Kata?
I mean, I think you added some syllables there, but I'm gonna go with Hansel and Gretel.
There we go. Thanks, Briggs.
All right. Yeah, that is a good choice. I really like that combo, but also respect to Alice. I think that would be a cool.
Can you imagine how sick it would be, though, if Hansel in the duo was also like a cactus?
Yeah.
How hilarious would it be though if it's worth it for one scene. The other character's worth it. Like she kisses someone in class 1A, and they start picturing another girl or their mother or something like that. Another
That's
girl.
hilarious. But okay. By the way, guys, how about you smash that like button on the stream so that when I see a spike in likes, I can actually know how lagged the chat is for me. Thanks.
Hey, clever.
Oh, damn.
Ooh,
Yeah, that'll be.
time to unlike the video. Yeah, anyway, so as you were saying,
I saw Onyxio posted cactus. I don't know when exactly that happened.
they were posting cactus the whole stream, and I'm exorbitantly proud of them.
Oh god,
They're awesome.
Anyway, okay, so the last matchup is between Isakayin, submitted by @busy4506, and Armory, submitted by Logan, aka @abolished shadow.
Ball of Shadow's cool.
So Isakayin, quirk is human hive, the ability to control bees. And she grew up in a family of heroes and was always beat down because of her quirk that was thought to do nothing but make bees move, until she turned 17 and did her reassessment, and they found that she could control bees to attack, carry her, and they corresponded to her emotions.
Hey, did you see that spike in likes?
Hold
Went
on.
up by 50.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. It was 190. Now it's 240.
243.
Damn.
Okay, so okay, now I see it. Okay, thank you guys. That means a lot.
Okay,
So-
now you could unlike.
Yeah, now fuck it. Now fuck it. No, but okay, so that's cool. Like, imagine, remember the mosquito girl from One Punch Man, like episode 1,
Episode 2, but yes.
2, yeah, yes, 2. When she's like controlling all the mosquitoes and flying with them and stuff. This reminded me of that. Like the bees can carry her, they listen to her, they attack with her, they reflect
Yeah,
her
except
emotions.
she herself is very weak. Unlike Mosquito Girl in
Yes.
One Punch Man.
Yes, so she would be a normal girl, but she can control bees. And also, however, it could create problems because they can respond to her emotions. So if she's like angry or upset or something, they might start getting angry even though she doesn't want them to. So I thought that was cool as well. And Armory is, let me get him over here.
Armory.
His quirk is Metal Mold, manipulate metals into various shapes. And he has a class, his father owns a dojo, and he grew up training alongside other students in the use of hundreds of different weapons, swords, knives, staffs, chains, throwing weapons, etc. He carries multiple steel rods with him that he turns into whatever weapon or armor he needs in combat. So he can't generate steel, but if he has various weapons with him, he can make them very versatile.
So he could make machine guns.
And he's also trained in martial arts because he grew up in a dojo. So that's very cool.
I like both of them, but I have to say, I vote for Armory.
Okay.
I would say my reasons, but I would rather not.
I'll go for B girl.
I went for B girl as well. I think that's the potential.
I guess I should have said my reasons.
I should have said your reasons then.
I guess so. It's over now. All right.
B girl wins, but Armory would definitely be a cool hero. And again, not OP because you have to carry the stuff with you. But
that's why I like Armory. It's really cool.
Yeah, but I also like the B stuff because
the B stuff was done before. I mean, we've seen it in Naruto. All the Aburames did the same thing. All of them did that.
Bro, flying with a bunch of bees is cool. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
But again, all of 16 of these are amazing, and I love them. And there were many more that we couldn't include that were amazing. All right, so we're finally in the second round, in which we have Dark Hero Nightshade versus Satoyo Miyunon.
We're going to have to remind me what they do.
Yeah,
I remember Dark Hero Nightshade, but Satoyo Miyunon, this is just like a Japanese name, man.
Yeah, so Miyunon, let me find her.
You didn't remember either.
Oh, I remember Shadow Bimbo. How could I forget?
Oh, yes. Shadow is, of course, jumping into a shadow, becoming a shadow, moving like a shadow. And Miyunin is the object, changing the state of an object. Gas, liquid, water.
Oh, and you said it's also a woman, correct?
Both are women, I think.
Women.
Ooh, women for the price of one. That didn't sound good.
That does not sound good at all.
That sounded terrible. All right. So, Shadow Bimbo versus State Girl. United States of Smash.
And again, Nightshade submitted by @KK2Jingle. Satoyo submitted by @MimSenpai.
I don't know who I want to vote for here. This is so hard.
I personally, I'm leaning heavily, so I will vote for Satoyo Miyunon because I really love that I was able to translate it from the French, and also that the backstory, right? Like backstory where she discovers her quirk, saving her sister from a fire. She gets burned in the process, decides, oh, I can be actually helpful as a hero. Really cool quirk. Also, she's like a very cool character. She wants to have her own, likes to wear colorful clothes, wants to have her own brand of clothing. So I feel like there's a lot going on with Satoyo.
I don't know. I have to say that this is why I'm conflicted. I believe Satoyo Mignon is a cooler quirk. However, Dark Hero Nightshade sounds like better waifu material.
Why?
Because she could jump into shadows.
Okay. Only Nox would say something like this, lady. I don't know what this means, but...
Okay, because I'm trying to imagine each character. And the girl that would jump into shadows is better waifu material than State Girl, who's wearing hats and glasses all the time, doing chemistry. Okay.
I'm voting for chemistry, girl. I didn't like
you
that.
You will never follow my mind.
All right, so we have one vote for Dark Hero Nightshade from
I didn't say I vote for her. I just said I like she's better waifu, but the other one is better quirk.
Okay, so
they'd be both so awesome to see in battle, though.
Oh my god,
I want them in the series.
Oh, because remember, a shadow is just like the absence of light. So our girl Satoyo would not affect the shadow, right?
No, shadow's not a state of matter.
Yeah, It's light.
Oh,
Light.
whoa. You said she could do it to any non-organic life, right? State
Yes.
girl? Oh, thank goodness. That would have been scary. Turn
Yeah,
people
so-
into mush.
No, but the thing is that the shadow would still be an effective quirk against Satoyo's quirk.
Yeah,
so it
but
would be
this
a-
isn't a fight.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in a hypothetical fight, it would be cool.
Yeah, Shadow Girl is better waifu. Easily. I mean, please.
I mean, there's not always an abundant amount of shadows around, you know.
Yeah, well, she has her own shadow.
Yeah, but in the darkness.
If it's pitch dark, no one can see anyway. If there's any amount of light, then there is shadow.
I guess.
Okay, but say it's just like her shadow, someone else's shadow, and like tiny shadows around. I feel like it wouldn't be as depending on where she is and like the time of day. It makes a huge difference. Well,
Yeah, so
the
what
other
if-
person
what
can
if
change
she's more powerful?
states anytime.
What if she's like Escanor, more powerful when there's stronger light?
I don't agree. Doesn't say that in there.
Fine.
And no one is like Escanor. Please. How dare you?
He stands above them all.
They're plentiful as grains of sand. And that's kings he's talking about. And I only know that because I watched your latest video, Briggs.
Yeah.
Which you should do more of.
What was my latest video again?
So are we still debating this, or have we decided?
I remember.
Are we still debating, or have we decided, guys?
Why
the
don't you
reaction
say
video.
first?
I vote for Satoyo, my girl.
That to you is State Girl. State Girl or Shadow Bimbo,
Please
who's
stop.
also waifu. Briggs?
I want to have you vote first.
Why?
You guys.
Okay, fine. So I vote Shadow Bimbo. What do you have to say now?
Well, exactly.
What
I feel like so many times in stream, I just agreed with the first person, and then it's over, and the third person doesn't even matter their vote. I did that to Animax so many times because I'm voting for State
now
Girl.
it's 1-1. Now it does matter, Briggs.
State
now-
Girl wins.
I'm like, come on, you gotta have some. I knew you were gonna vote for Shadow Girl, so I had to go last.
I see.
I just
Very
want to see State Girl run around with a water gun.
That would be pretty dope. Or a hose. Oh man.
So are you voting for my girl Satoyo?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
voting for chemistry.
2-1 Satoyo Miuno in the
Look,
next.
I'm not
round.
upset. It's a better quirk. It's just a worse waifu.
The next setup is
Okay.
our boy Lotto versus Jack Hennessy. But keep in mind that some people would get triggered that Jack Hennessy has a quirk very similar to someone in the manga.
That's a plus in my book. Lotto or Jack Hennessy?
These are so hard. These are so well done, guys.
No, these are amazing.
Thank you. I'm gonna take the compliment for picking these amazing entries out of 1,000 entries, many of which were really, really good.
This is that's making sound effect for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, Lotto,
Sound effect competition coming next. Enter your greatest sound effect, and we will pick the 16 top sound effects.
Again, Lotto is the comic relief, hilarious character. Jack Hennessy, also a comic relief, hilarious character. This
Sound effect quirk could create any sound.
That'd be pretty sick. Copy anyone's voice. Sonic screeching thing.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but that's not here.
I should have entered. God damn it.
I was considering it, but I knew he wouldn't have picked it.
Yeah, there's no
if
chance.
you're the judges, you can't enter. But we will have more of these contests in the future. Like I know some people in the chat are saying we should do another one. Definitely going to do it because I didn't expect such a huge response, guys, and so many entries. So because you guys cared so much and there were so many creative entries, we'll definitely have more contests like this. Maybe once a month or something. We'll see. But definitely very cool.
You're gonna be cheesed. On the next contest we do, I'm gonna create a separate account. Enter.
By the way, Fiji
Didn't win
Antonio
it all.
wants to say, sad I didn't get in, but I enjoyed creating
Pretty
the art.
dope.
Thank you for entering the contest. If you did, or I don't know if you're saying that you didn't get in on the right time, but either way, thank you everyone for contributing. Okay,
I vote Lotto. I vote Lotto. I think
Lotto.
Jack Hennessy's quirk is really cool, but at the same time, he needs to be drunk to make the other guy drunk, and he's 15, and he
Yeah.
can't get drunk.
Well, okay.
So it's like he wants to be a hero. He ain't becoming a hero. If he was like a vigilante, because they wouldn't accept him into Hero Academy, that would be sick. Just running around with like bottles of vodka strapped to his belt.
I'm voting for Jack.
I like
Oh,
Lotto.
now you're leaving it up to me.
So like, I feel like the potential just to animate some like fights with someone who's like super drunk is amazing. Like watching someone drunken fist is the best thing ever for me.
Yeah, I hear that.
Animac is an Ani2 pioneer by Tosin King.
Thank you, sir. I don't know what that means, but thank
Sounds
But it
good.
must be true.
What was I saying?
man, so is your vote for Jack?
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, this is tough because Lotto has so many funny situations with
I
Lotto.
think Lotto would just be a gay character. Well, this guy could be.
Yeah, so
Just get rid of Ethan right now.
Jack
Just toss him
is like
aside.
a funny character, but he does the drunken fist style like Jackie Chan.
I think
And
I
that
actually
is-
changed my vote, if you don't mind, and changed to Jack Hennessy because I just thought of a situation that would be incredible.
Fine. Okay, so then my decision isn't that big of a deal, but Jack Hennessy wins this one.
Can you imagine this guy getting drunk? They drop him off a helicopter into amongst like a ton of villains, and they all just start wobbling.
They all
And
just start
then-
jacking.
And then the support guys come in and take them down,
Yeah, that would be funny.
like from a distance, obviously, or they'd get drunk. Oh man, that's so amazing.
It'd be funny though, is like if he's put into a fight where he's not drunk, so he's drinking during the battle, and slowly he starts off getting beaten, and slowly the tables turn. I think that'd be an awesome fight.
Yeah, that's fairy tale exactly.
And there's also
Oh really?
there's
Yeah.
also
That sucks, though.
weakness. There's
I
also
changed my vote.
Oh,
I changed my vote.
if you can't find alcohol.
Pardon? Sorry, Animac, we were talking over you.
I'm saying if he can't find alcohol, that's a weakness too.
Well, he's got to be like the guy from
Oh, he's like Sugar Guy. He keeps it on him.
yeah. I don't know why I was gonna say the guy from Mortal Kombat just because he has like a huge tub. I think he has a huge tub on his back. Be like
He has one
Gaara.
of those hats with the straws that goes into his
Okay, stay focused. Okay, so Jack moves on into the next round. Lotto, we love you, but Jack
Maybe
moves
next
on.
time.
Next matchup is Almond versus Synchro. So Almond, the guy who by touching you can make you terrify you and have you have your worst fears,
anti-villain.
versus
Anti-hero.
Synchro. Yeah. So Almond uses it on people who have done things to like as punishment, and Synchro who can jump into devices and bring people in. So, for example, video games. And both could be great interrogators because you can put someone into virtual reality and torture them there, or you can torture them with their own traumatic memories and stuff. So yeah, a lot of torturing.
I feel like if Amon is done well, he could be more interesting. Like, for example, if he's fighting against heroes, because heroes try to take down anti-heroes, and if they try to take him down, like, let's say, imagine the Stain fight, but in the middle of the fight, instead of licking Deku's blood, he grabs Deku's head or something. And Deku just starts shrieking, falling to the ground, and pissing himself. Yes, it would be humiliating for Deku, but I don't really care because Amon sounds pretty badass. And while Synchro does sound like waifu, I'm voting for Amon. I think he's cooler.
But Synchro is waifu, bro. I'm gonna leave this one to Animac. I'm voting for Synchro. I feel like the potential here is amazing. The amount of like at the end of the day, the other person, I feel like there's one alternate, like there's one thing that's gonna happen, right? Like, but there's so many possibilities with Synchro.
True, and like someone in the chat mentioned that Will Dykes mentioned that Scarecrow from Batman has a similar power to Amon, so it's not like it's completely original. But I really like the idea of Synchro and like combining virtual reality with real reality, especially in the modern world where technology is everywhere.
The thing is, before you vote for Synchro, because I don't mind if you do, I just want to get my thing out about Amon. It's not like Scarecrow. I actually thought of Scarecrow, but the biggest difference is Scarecrow's a villain and he's an anti-hero because this is a very villain quirk.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I
he's
think
using
that
it for
is cool.
justice, and I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
kind of like the
cool matchup.
I just think every fight could be completely different with Synchro.
yeah.
Like imagine one fight they're having that like, goes into a Street Fighter game, and then the next fight, like he's just like teleporting between like different devices to get behind an opponent to like attack them.
Yeah,
Like
or, like,
JoJo's mirror guy.
going to
Hey,
Smash.
you know the
Bros.
mirror guy, Animac.
Yes, I do.
That was crazy overpowered.
Yeah, a lot of them are crazy. Like the Justice stand, like dear lord,
Which
Oh,
was
oh.
justice again?
the mist that it can control people like puppets, including
Oh, yeah.
corpses.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Like the fact that they beat some of these is just so fun.
I think the most overpowered one that no one talks about is the nightmare guy.
Which one's that?
The guy that goes into your dreams and kills you in your dreams.
I haven't gone there yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it's in the first part of JoJo's Part 3.
Hmm.
It's at the end, closer to the end. It's the baby. Spoilers.
No, I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay, never mind, but it was amazing.
It's definitely not in the first part. Okay, yeah, I'm voting for Synchro because of the potential. But again, I'm one very cool character, but Synchro's quirk is just
Oh,
so
think of it this way. Who would you like to see drawn? Amon would be a beast.
Synchro.
Ah!
I want to see Synchro too, yeah.
Waifu.
Waifu.
Synchro.
Give her big boobs.
Okay, Synchro moves on to the next round. Huge respect to our boy Almond. By the way, the next round is the semifinals, so Synchro is now in the semifinals. The final matchup for the semifinals is
Hansel and Gretel!
the twins, Puppeteer and Puppet versus Isayaka Yin.
What was Isekai Yin again?
One moment.
It was the bee girl. It was the girl with the bees.
Yes, the controlling of the bees.
I'm going with Hansel and
The
Gretel.
birds and the bees. And I vote for Hansel and Gretel. Because I call them Hansel and Gretel.
Puppeteer and Puppet is cooler. It's cooler. All right,
Puppeteer and Puppet is pretty cool.
for the
Hansel and Gretel.
one vote. I mean, I guess I'm kind of conflicted. I love both of these, but the twins win, so they move on to the semi-finals.
Yeah, the B one is cool.
Respect for Isayaka Yin, though. And so now in the semifinals, we have Satoyo Miyunon, the changing of different states of matter, versus Jack Hennessy, the alcohol guy. And in the other semifinals, we have Synchro versus the twins. Oh man, this is tough now. This is tough.
I vote for
So first,
Jack Hennessy,
Jack Hennessy versus Satoyo Miyunon.
husbando.
No, I think that as cool as this quirk and hilarious as it is,
I think it's funny.
Satoyo as a character is more complete. And think about it this way. Jack, it's going to be funny the first few episodes, like he's in the show, right? But eventually it's like, oh yeah, he's drunk, we get it. Whereas with Satoyo, her quirk can keep changing to different situations.
All right, so you're assuming that they're both main characters. I'm not.
No, but like, what I'm saying is, imagine the different possibilities in a fight, in like a JoJo type fight, even with Satoyo's quirk changing.
There is no comparison from Hero Academia to the JoJo's fights.
But I feel like Satoyo could be in a JoJo's fight because of her quirk is so complex.
No comment. You have to finish JoJo's, man.
I'm voting for Jack too. Sorry, Animac.
Oh, come on, guys.
So I know you're saying like you're saying like I'm not even voting for him for the funny aspect. I just think it'd be awesome to see.
It would be amazing. Yo, imagine this guy, okay? He's not one of the typical main character guys. He's one of the pro heroes, for example. You know how often we see all Genes? We don't see him all that much. But whenever you see him, your heart is pumping with exhilaration because you know he's the greatest thing you've ever laid eyes on. So is this guy. He's one of the teachers. Can you imagine him as one of the teachers?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
However, I still think that Satoyo is an awesome character. So I would definitely vote for Satoyo. But respect, man. Jack Hennessy's hilarious. Submitted by Jason Zahn. And Satoyo was submitted by Mim Senpai. So 2-1 on this one. And so Jack Hennessy is in the finals.
Next.
The second semi-final matchup is Synchro versus
Hansel and Gretel.
This Puppeteer. Man, this is a tough one, though.
This is a really hard one.
God, help me out here because this is tough.
I say we leave it up to Animac.
Well, I don't mind starting because I already know what I want.
I know who you're about.
I think Synchro is better waifu, much more original quirk, and a more roundedly written character. On the other hand, Hansel and Gretel are called Hansel and Gretel, and I would love to call them Hansel and Gretel in the finals, and therefore I vote for Synchro.
I didn't see that one coming.
That's not enough of a reason to vote for them. Rest in peace, Hansel and Gretel. Rest in peace.
Oh. Okay, I thought you were gonna like give a reason like, on top of it.
Because I thought you were setting up for some Hansel and Gretel.
Nah.
By the way, Shield Labs donated $10. Thank you. To say precision speech would be a cool quirk, but you can talk to anyone, anywhere in volume I'm actually speaking in.
That's pretty sick.
So like I'm guessing like miles away, you can talk to someone just.
But then again, it's the same idea as the telepathic, the cat lady.
Yeah, telepath. But people can't speak back to them, so yeah, it might be that. But
Right.
he also adds Death Note rules. So yeah, I agree with that statement. I have to agree with
Hey, a Death Note quirk.
Who you voting for, AnimeUproar?
I don't know. We have. It's interesting. The
Look,
chat.
Synchro's a waifu also. Let's not forget. While
the
Hansel
chat,
and Gretel are.
in the chat we have Syncro twins. We see a lot of interesting comments.
Yo,
more.
Why don't I see any Hansel and Gretel in the chat?
Because they're puppeteer and puppet.
They are not. All right, let's take a vote. Puppeteer and puppet or Hansel and Gretel? There we go. Thank you, chat.
You don't get to change the characters' names, Noxtaku.
Oh no! Say that to cringy little bubblefuck.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if AnimeUproar voted yet, but
I haven't yet. I don't know.
It's not really that hard to choose right now. what's the girl's name? That's the best girl. Synchro. I'm voting for Synchro. Sorry, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Synchro's a great character, great power, especially like I said in the modern world, without all of us being nerds, being on a device right now, streaming live, right? So it's great, but definitely like the twins.
I want to see her drawn.
I love the idea that it's like together they're overpowered, but if you can separate them, you know, they're weak or like they're easy.
Like Más y Menos from Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the finals is going to be Jack Hennessy versus Synchro. But before we do that, we will talk about the top 3 meme entries that I liked to see which meme entry wins it all. Number 1 was
Nux Cactus.
Yes, Mr. Niceman at Mr. Niceman _00 submitted Noxtaku hero name, Cactus quirk, backstory, do you really need one? And he submitted a drawing of Noxtaku's avatar as a cactus. And that was a beautiful one. We had
Look, in case you don't know, some context. In the last Rant Cafe on my channel, we were talking about the best world to live in, and one of the parts of the debate was going on Hero Academia. And I said, why would you want to live in Hero Academia? You're born with a random quirk. Yes, you could shoot explosions. Yes, it could make you super strong, but you could be born looking like a cactus. And so this all began.
Yes, and then we went into stuff like having a cactus penis. It
would be terrible for masturbation. Your girlfriend would hate it.
It was great. It was a great discussion.
Trust me, someone out there would love it.
Someone.
Okay.
I wouldn't love them.
Well, Rock Girl or something. Anyways, the second is by Lord Tweagle at LTWYGO. Hero name Neymar Jr. Quirk dive and roll. Backstory: after being targeted by villains, Neymar Jr. discovered his quirk dive and roll. This quirk allows him to fall down as though it seems as he is hit. Although he isn't, after falling down, he can roll away to evade it.
Only Lord Tweago would come up with something like that.
Yes, and finally we have submitted by HSK at yaboy HSK. Name Dio Brando. Quirk the world. The ability.
It's not world though.
Well, says the world. Okay.
The world though.
Time stopping
How
and
do you pronounce it?
time stopping and punching a ghost. And then it says backstory. You were expecting a backstory, but it was me, Dio.
There we go.
God damn it, it's a hard one to choose.
Out of those 3, I'm still going with Nux Cactus. Just because I'm slightly biased towards that one. But then again, Lord Tweago and Lord Dio.
Yes, I'm gonna go with the Neymar Jr. just because I love the World Cup and I hated Neymar's antics. So, and of course, apparently Lord Tweago is the ultimate fucking anime character, Nux.
Yes.
So we have one.
By the way, something incredible that I have to say. If you go to like any 7 Deadly Sins clip on YouTube, the top comments are all Lord Tweago.
I know people that don't know about your channel are probably so frustrated.
They have no idea.
Oh, like the amount of Lord Twiggles that I got when I made the top 10 commandments list, but it was really Lord Twiggo. Let's be real.
Of course, I mean,
yeah.
And if you look up any of the Lord Tweago clips, have so many views.
By the way, we also have M King in the chat saying you thought this was a meme, but it was me, Dio.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we have
I know
one.
with Neymar.
Okay, so we have one vote for Cactus Nux, 2 votes for Neymar Jr. So the Neymar Jr. quirk wins. Lord Twigo, you get glory, no prize.
Glory to Lord Twigo.
Glory.
Praise the stash.
Oh wow.
Praise the stuff. What is Lord Twigo's all name? Like son for all? What is his name?
He is too great to just be all.
Yeah. It's not Stash for all.
He's more than all.
All right,
More
fine.
than all.
Back to the real tournament. The finals is Jack Hennessy Drunk Guy versus Synchro. And I think that Synchro is waifu and the better character. Like I said, Jack is really cool and funny, but I feel like after a while the quirk kind of gets, you get it. He's drunk. He monkey fights. But Synchro is like it's like so versatile, gets into any device, can create fantasy worlds, VR, like a lot of possibilities. And Synchro could also be,
Waifu.
a teacher, could use it to teach people in like a virtual battlefield and stuff.
That would be cool.
So yeah, my vote for Synchro.
I think I would rather see Synchro be drawn because
I was thinking the same thing. I think I like Hennessy better, but I would rather see Synchro drawn.
Yeah,
so you want to see Jack just some drunk guy?
If Jack would just, I guess picture like a chubby dude, some long hair, a big bottle on his back, or like a big bottle like with him type of thing.
You know, we're gonna pay for the pay the artist, and we're gonna get Rock Lee.
There's a picture of him.
There you go.
Snip from the anime.
I vote Synchro. Sorry,
Yeah, 2 for Synchro.
but I think Synchro's quirk is pretty sick. Also,
I can picture Synchro being drawn like with
jumping out of a
headphones
computer,
like a gadget, like coming out of a computer. I don't know. I can picture her being so cute.
Yeah.
So are we in agreement? Are we unanimous on Synchro?
I think I'm biased and want Jack just to see him fight because I want to see Drunken Fist be like the words I could talk. But anyway, I'm gonna vote for Synchro because I think there's more potential with her character and she's probably cuter.
Okay, so unanimously,
probably cute.
wins. Submitted on
2018
Discord by Gravity Falls. Congratulations.
Yeah.
By the way, all 16 of these heroes, like I said, were in the top 2% or something of all submissions. They are all awesome. And I would love to see all of them in the anime or in the manga or whatever. I think they're all awesome. But Synchro wins. And also cool name, man. Synchro? That's a cool name. Oh, this was cool. This was fun. What do you guys think? Chat, was this fun?
Oh, chat is, resounding applause in the chat. That's lagging.
Yeah, the laggy chat. They're like, but Sato Yomi, guys. They're still on that one.
Yeah.
No, but no, this was really fun. Like I said, so many awesome submissions and so much creativity. So definitely thanks to each and every one of you who submitted. And we will definitely have more contests in the future for MHA and other anime because we received such a response from you guys. If we hadn't, would have been a one-time thing. But because it was such a huge response, I'm definitely down to do this. Maybe even once a month if we can make that happen.
And if you want to see what this character is going to look like, because she is going to be hella waifu, artist is pretty sick. Link to all of our Twitters in the description.
Correct. Yeah. So follow us.
Well, not really, but you'll figure it out.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. It will be announced there. And also in some Boku no Hero video, I will also, once the drawing is made, we will post it to show everyone. And I'm also going to contact the winner through Discord because I believe they submitted through Discord. But yeah, really cool. And it's definitely going to happen in the future. And I can definitely give you guys a list of the top 16 finalists. I can post that somewhere. We didn't make up an actual bracket because we don't have any pictures. Usually we make up the brackets with pictures, but in this case, for most of them, we didn't have any pictures, so we just kind of did it.
Well, I guess you could improvise. Like for Medusa, put a snake, and for
actually Medusa, we do have a picture for her.
Oh, look at that.
But for most of them, we don't. Yeah.
I'll draw them next time. Don't worry, I got you guys. Ready for my stick figures?
Oh yeah.
Listen, so Spacey McSpaceface says increase the word count. You want to read 1,000 submissions with more than 200 words each? Think about it. 1,000 submissions.
Think about it this way. It's a good thing we have anime.
Yeah, I wasn't reading that.
Yeah, we're all illiterate here.
I can barely speak.
But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. This was really fun. The winner is, again, Synchro, submitted by Gravity Falls. All awesome entries. We got so many great entries, and we will do this again in the future. So follow on Twitter, Instagram, that kind of stuff in order to be notified when we do it. Trust me, you will not be notified on YouTube because, especially lately, notifications have not been going out. But social media is usually better to follow all of us. And if their social media is not in the description, if you go to the AnimeUproar Twitter, at AnimeUproar, I tag them in the posts talking about this. So Nux and all the anime will be there. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
Stay weird, fam.
More than all.
More than all. Otherwise known as Lord Twigo.
More than all. Oh, guys.
This was a fun stream, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
this
to
was
everyone who
good.
participated.
Yeah, really
Thank you to
fun.
everyone who participated. Special thanks to Animac, who actually really put a lot of time into this one.
Yeah, by the way, if you guys are wondering, I read all of them, like all of the ones on Twitter, Instagram, Discord.
Whoa.
I went through all of those. So a lot of people were like, can you respond to tell me that you got it? I can't respond to every one of them, but I definitely did read all of them. Unless you like deleted it before I read it. But as long as it's not deleted, it's there, I read it. So yeah, thanks again, everybody. Such a pleasure, as always. Rant Cafe is every week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. Leave a like if you like.
On either this channel or my channel.
Either this channel or Nuxtaku's channel. And more contests are to come, so stay tuned. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang.
I'm actually gonna have to like press the button, so
Yeah.
say bang
Got
again.
all the anime.
Cringy outro for 2 times in one video. Yay.
Woo!